Hello, hello, hello. Okay, let's see if I can find the video so I can see what we got going on here. There it is. Okay. Hi, Aunt. Glad you could join. All right. Let's give everybody a couple of minutes. How are things in sunny Florida? Warm, sunny. We had cold, drizzly yesterday. Today was just cold. Hey, Robin. All right, now I see people jumping on here. All right. I'm just going to quickly, for the best of my abilities, I guess. Yeah, it was pretty chilly up here. We're like in the 40s-ish has been our highs. Hey, Sue. Gonna try to share this over on my group, so bear with me. I'm gonna close that down. Oop. Maybe. Okay, there it goes. Lets me minimize. And then find it here, hit the share, copy. They make it so difficult these days. Groups, VIP, paste, post. All right, almost done. And my team. Okay, I think we're good. Oh, 88 to 90 there. Wow. Hey, Miss Donna. Glad you could join. Hey, Betty. All right. I see you all jumping on. I'm excited. All right. Well, the first thing I wanted to remind everybody, if you're not already a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, it is now the window for the November kit. You have until November 10th to subscribe, and it is going to be a Christmas theme, and it sounds like it's going to be super adorable. It's called Jolly Gingerbread, and it's going to include enough supplies to create 15 gingerbread-themed gift card carriers and envelopes. The supplies can alternatively be used to make fun and festive Christmas cards or gift tags, and it's going to be in a special edition box. So if you're not currently subscribed to Paper Pumpkin and you want to get in on this, you have until November 10th to join. Also, I just wanted to remind everybody on November 3rd, this fun Curvy Celebrations, it's going to be an early release. It's going to be a set we're going to see in the upcoming spring catalog, the one that comes out January to June. But they're doing an early release for customers beginning November 3rd. And with the early release, they do have a special where they're including a Curvy Christmas stamp set and some classic Christmas designer series paper with the release. Those will not be in the catalog. They're only available during this early release. So if that's something you're interested in, that goes live beginning, like I said, November 3rd. So just keep your eyes open. Hey, Carol. Hey, Deb. Hey, Nance. Hey, Carlene. So glad to see everybody. I do have Prize Patrol tonight. And for last week, I do have two winners. I have Donna McClellan. So congratulations, Donna. This will be coming to you. And I have Kimberly Morton. She joined us new last week. I haven't seen her pop on yet, but if Kimberly, if you jump in, I will need you to private message me your mailing address so I can get your Prize Patrol out to you. Donna, I have yours, so we're good. Tonight, I have 2 packages of DSP. I have some leftover paper shares. The Lily Impressions Designer Series paper and Birthday Bonanza. So we'll have 2 lucky winners for commenting and sharing. Oh, thank you, Betty. I appreciate you sharing. So those will be coming. All right. Everybody having a great weekend? Oh, good. You got your happy mail, Carlene. I'm so glad. Oh, you're welcome, Donna. Ah, thank you for the hearts, ladies. I appreciate that. Tonight, we are featuring the Tag Buffet. This is a fun stamp set. It is found in the catalog with the kits. And you'll find the Tag Buffet project kit, and then there's the Tag Buffet stamp set. The stamp set is only $18. I will say this Tag project kit is fabulous, but you don't necessarily need the stamp set to do the kit if you wanted to do that. Hey, Dawn. Hey, Barb. Thanks for joining. The tags, you technically could use any sentiments stamp sets that you already currently have to complete the tags if you wanted to. But I will show that to you because we are going to do an alternate project using the kit as well tonight. Hello, hello. Thank you, ladies, for joining. You're seeing comments, no video. That's so strange. Anybody else having a problem with the video? Very strange. Okay. I'm not sure what's going on, Robin, why you're not able to see the video. I don't think anyone else, I haven't heard of anybody else having an issue. Anyway, okay. So we're going to go ahead and get started. We are going to do 3 fun cards. And like I said, we do have one that we're going to just kind of alter the kit. But before we get started, you know what? I wanted to show you, for those of you who've been following on my page, I posted yesterday just a fun creative challenge to take one stamp set, one card base, all the same materials, and try to create 3 different cards from that same set of materials. And I did the challenge myself. I just haven't had a chance to take pictures yet to post on the site, so I have them here. So here is card 1. There's 2, and there's 3. So this is all using the exact same product, same stamp set, and I got 3 different cards. I'm not sure. I had all the measurements here someplace. I don't know what I did with them, but I did post the measurements on the site. Hey, Paula. Nice to see ya. So anyway, just kind of fun to take one set of product and try to see how many combinations you can come up with using them. Just by altering the pieces a little bit, but they're all cut the same. All right, on to tonight's projects. Like I said, we're featuring the Tag Buffet. What did I do with my cards? So our cards tonight, we have this fun fold. It's just creates a bridge to hold your card front together. Then we have an accordion fold card with a belly band. So we have, it opens up like so. Oh, thanks, Nancy. I'm glad you love them. And then card number 3, like I said, we're going to just take the tag kit and turn it into a card. All we needed to do is add a card base and attach it, and there you have an actual card instead of the tag. These tags are huge, as you can see. Thanks, Barb. I appreciate you sharing. Okay, so card number 1 we're going to start with is the bridge card. So for that, I have a card base that measures 4 1/4 by 11. I have a scrap of Whisper White for our die cutting and stamping. I have another piece of Whisper White. This is 4 1/4 by 5 for the inside of our card. And then I have 2 pieces of Designer Series paper. These each measure 1 1/4. Wait, is that? Hang on, I forget my measurements here. One and a quarter. Yes, 1 1/4 by 4. And there's 2 pieces. Okay, so what we're gonna do, I'm gonna move all this out of the way. We're gonna start working with our card base. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fold it, because I did score it at 5 1/2. And we're just gonna smooth that out. Hi, Sherry. Okay, I'm gonna bring in my trimmer. And the first thing we're gonna do is we are going to line up this score line at the 1 1/2 inch mark. Okay, because we want to cut off and leave 1 1/2 inches. Okay, so now we have that. Now we're going to cut off another 1 1/2 inch piece from this Mossy Meadow card base that we have. Now we just have a scrap piece for another time. And this is what's going to go down here to make our bridge. So I'm going to set that aside. We can bring in our Whisper White layering piece. We're going to go ahead. I've got my piercing mat here. And we're going to stamp our sentiment on here for the inside of our card. And I'm using Mossy Meadow ink. Oh, good, Robin, you made it back and it's working now. I think my Mossy Meadow is going to have to be re-inked here pretty soon. It seems a little dry, but okay. So now we're just going to go ahead, stamp our sentiment in here. I want to go a little bit high here. Yeah, it definitely needs to be re-inked, but it'll work. Okay. So we have our sentiment. Set that aside. I've got my Stampin' Seal Plus. I'm just going to get that lined up in the center here. Just like that. Now we can bring in our Designer Series paper pieces, and again, a little more to the edge. Center that on this tab here. Now we can go ahead add our designer paper to our bottom piece. And that's going to attach right down here. But before we can do that, we need to do some stamping. It's not going to be, I don't think this is going to be big enough. It's not. We're going to need another piece of our mossy meadow here. Because we're going to die cut a piece of the mossy meadow with our largest layering oval, scalloped layering oval. What is the paper I'm using? That is from the what's it called? It's the Wrapped in Hugs or Warm Hugs. Hang on. It is Heartwarming Hugs Designer Series paper. Yeah, the plaid. That comes from the Heartwarming Hugs with the coffee cup suite there. That's where that comes from. Okay, so now we're going to bring in the Memento Black ink, and we're going to use the stocking image. Oop, yeah, just like that. Let's clean off the block now. It's kind of one of them days today. I don't know about you ladies, but I've been having that kind of a day. Okay, so we're just gonna stamp our little stocking like so. Then I'm gonna bring in my Real Red Stampin', Stampin' Right. These are the Stampin' Blends markers. And I'm starting with my lightest, the light. It comes in a duo, so you get the light and a dark. And I'm just going to start with the light. And I'm going to fill it in. I love the Stampin' Right markers. They really make coloring pretty simple. I'm going to leave that white space for a few minutes. I'm going to bring in the dark. Oh no, Barb. So I'm just going to flick in some of the dark here. I'm going to make sure underneath there is nice and shaded. Just along the edge here. Bring back the light and blend out those dark areas so it's not so harsh. And now we can fill in that white space. Okay, then we need Wink of Stella because no card is complete without Wink of Stella. We're just going to go ahead and paint the white areas with some shimmer. Oh, good. Glad, Barb. Okay, so then I'm going to use the largest stitched shape oval to die cut that out. So I'll move over to my die cutting machine. I'm using the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. I am totally in love with this machine. It cuts everything like butter. Okay. Go ahead and center that onto the scalloped piece. Then we're just going to add at the bottom and the top adhesive. We're going to get that lined back up here on the bottom, close that up, and set that down. Hello, Miss June. How are you? Glad to see you join. All right, and there you have card number 1. Pretty simple. And I do have another version that I can show you that I did earlier as well. Same product, except for I just did a different shape. So there they are. Okay, so that's the bridge. I'll set those up there for now. Next up, we'll do our accordion fold. Again, that's got the belly band and opens up like so. Barb, you know, I don't remember if that one was on the sale list or not, to be honest with you. I'd have to look that up. Okay, so just get that out of this way and bring in our pieces here. All right, so what we have here is we have a card base. Now this measures 5.5 by 11 is for our card base. The piece for the belly band, that's about 1.25 inches wide by 11. Then I have some designer series paper pieces here. I have one that measures 4 by 5.25, 2.5 by 5.25, a Whisper White piece that is also 2.5 by 5.25, and 2 pieces of DSP that each measure 1 inch by 5.25. Okay. Then I have a die cut scalloped circle from the Layering Circles dies. And then I have a scrap of Whisper White that I will be stamping our ornament on, and I will punch that out with the 2-inch circle punch to layer. So I want to set that aside. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my scoring tool, because we got some score lines to make. I have that down here under my desk. So pull that up. Set that back. Hopefully you can see this. Hey, Cher. Okay, so we have our card base, and we're going to score this at 4.25. So we're going to find our 4.25. Then we're going to score it at 7. And then 9 3/4. Okay, so that's 4 1/4, 7, and 9 3/4. Get that out of the way. So then we have our accordion fold. This folds back, and this folds in. Okay, so we can now bring in our designer paper. This one measures, like I said, 4 by 5 1/4. And this paper is actually part of that release that's coming out next month. This is the Classic Christmas Designer Series paper that's part of that Curvy release. So this particular paper is not available quite yet, but it will be next month. But I believe it will only be available with the purchase of the Curvy dies and stamps. Okay, so there's that piece. Then we need our piece of Whisper White, and we need our stamp. Where is it? We're going to use 'Tis the Season, and we're going to stamp that in Shaded Spruce. And we're going to stamp that right towards the top. So now we can go ahead and add our adhesive. And that will go on this panel right here. Okay, then we have more of that Designer Series paper, and this is also from that collection. Then we have our 2 pieces that measure 1 inch. I'm going to put the Shaded Spruce right here. And then the red we're going to layer right there. So that's going to fold up just like so. So now we're going to work on our belly band. So we'll start with our Whisper White scrap here, and we'll go ahead and stamp our ornament. And again, we're going to use the Memento Black ink because we're going to color it with our blends. I'm just going to go for center there. Then I have the Real Red and the shaded spruce. Oh, and I also used the dark mango melody for the little ornament hanger part right there. There we go. So we're going to start with our light colored shaded spruce. And again, just fill in with some color. I'm going to leave that center right there white for a few minutes. Grab that dark and just kind of flick some shading in there. Bring back the light. And just kind of blend that dark in so it's not so harsh. There's that. Then we can take the light red Hi Maggie, thanks for joining. Back to the light. And that takes care of that. Now we have the 2-inch circle punch. Get that centered as best you can. Pop it out. Now we can go ahead Okay, so now for our belly band, we're just going to go ahead and we're going to just take that 11-inch piece of cardstock and we're just going to fold it over. Just like so. Add some adhesive. Then I'm going to use a couple of dimensionals. And we're just going to stick them right there. And add our ornament. And there is card number 2. Oh, thanks, Cher. Okay, so card number 3, really, really simple. Like I said, we're using the tag kit. And I wanted to show you this kit. This is the card we're going to make. It's actually one of the tags in the kit. And I just turned it into a card by adding it onto the front of a card base. And what you get in this kit is a ton of stuff. So first of all, it does have project instructions that tell you exactly what to do and how to put the tags together. And you'll see that these tags are mammoth. There's die cut pieces, like here's the stocking, and just to give you a frame of reference how large these are. Now this is the stamped stocking. Here is the die cut stocking. Huge. Same thing for the ornament. Here's the die cut ornament. There's the stamped ornament. Okay, so like I said, you don't necessarily need the stamp set if you wanted to get the kit. The kit is $30, the stamp set's $18. They are a separate purchase. However, again, you could do this with any sentiment set that you've already got. But here is the stack of materials you get to make all these cards. This kit creates a total of, I will tell you, 30 tags. So at $30, you're getting $1 per tag. So you get all of this, plus there is, and I don't know where oh, there it is. It also comes with the gold trim, twine, whatever you want to call it. But here's all of the pieces. You get all of this. And we're going to need this for our tag. I need one of these for our tag. Yeah, it is a big difference in size. But you have all these die cut pieces for your sentiments. All these gorgeous, let's see, these different tag pieces. We're going to use the star here. So we need one of these. But you get lots of the different patterns. Here's, this one's got the gold foiling design. Then you have the oval gold foil. And then, like I said, there's the gold foiled stars. Then there's these large pieces here. So you have this design. Also has some gold foiling. The holly berry. This one, the stripes, and then the gold polka dot. So I'm going to use that one. And then in addition to the ornaments, you also have the cardinal, the holly, and then this is the gift. This is the one that we're going to use on our project. It is a cool set, Nance, and like I said, it makes 30 tags. It's really, like I said, it's a pretty good value, honestly. Okay, there we go. All right, we're gonna close that up. So I wanted you to see all that's in there. All right, so now, didn't need to keep that out either. We have our pieces. Those go like so. Actually, I'm going to bring this here first. I'm going to start with some dimensionals for a little gift here. And you know me, I don't like to be stingy with dimensionals. I like to use a lot of them. So I'm going to use 5 to be exact. It is a cool set, and it does have a lot of stuff. That's why I wanted to show it, because I know we all tend to, and I know I'm guilty of it too. You see a set, and you, kit, and you go, $30, but it makes 30 tags that are quite large, and so definitely when you think about it as $1 per tag for the quality of these tags, definitely well worth it. And like I said, if you did not want to spend the $18 to get the stamp set too, you could use it with any Christmas stamps that you have that would fit. And I'm sure you all have lots of Christmas stamps at home, especially if you've been doing this a while. Okay, so now I'm going to use Garden Green. I have the Garden Green stamp set, or ink pad rather. Wow, Garden Green stamp set. It's been a long day. I'm going to ink up the Merry Christmas. And we're going to stamp right on our little banner piece here. Just like so. That's all the stamping we're doing on this particular card. Unless you want to add the sentiment to the inside, which you could easily add this sentiment to the inside. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead. I'm going to add a couple of dimensionals to the back of the sentiment. And we're going to just stick it just about like so. All right, so now we can go ahead and we're going to do about 12 inches of twine here. So, okay, I just dropped my twine. I did. Okay, there it is. Easy to find. So then I just fold it in half, like so. Oh, hi Debbie, thanks for joining us. Now, put it through the first, then put it through the second. There we are. So there's that. And then I like to just kind of undo my ends a little bit just to give it a little extra interest. You don't have to do that part. I just think it looks kind of neat. Then we have our card base. I have a real red card base, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. I also have a piece of Whisper White. This measures 4 by 5 1/4 for the inside. And again, feel free to add the sentiment to the inside if you'd like. Just going to add that in there like so. Then we're just going to add some adhesive. And this green piece, I want that to be a little bit offset. So we're just going to kind of stick it on there crooked. And then we're going to add some adhesive to the white. And that one we want to make sure that's a little bit straighter. just like so. And that is card number 3. So there's that. We have our belly band, accordion fold, and our stockings. Well, thank you, ladies. I'm glad you enjoyed them. Oh, thank you, Sue. Oh, you're welcome, Nancy. Thanks, Debbie. Oh, you're welcome, Aunt. Thank you for joining. Oh, thanks, sis. Oh, I'm so glad, Donna. Oh, you too, Barb. Have a wonderful weekend. Have a great week ahead. Oh, good, Deb. I'm so glad you got it. And you're very welcome. Oh, you're welcome, Betty. All right, ladies, that is all I have this evening. I hope you guys really did enjoy these, and I expect to see some of your own ideas using some of these designs. I'd love to see your accordion folds and bridge cards. Share them on the page. I love seeing what you guys are doing, even if it's not the challenge. But definitely share what you're doing. I'd love to see it. Have a great night, guys, and I will see you next week. Bye.